World's highest tech prison, lock in chat.
This behind me is HMP Fosse Way, and it's maybe the most technologically advanced prison in the world. So we're actually going to go through the full prisoner's journey, understand what the potential benefit of tech in a prison actually is, and then talk to a real prisoner to see the impact it's having on their life. Right, let's do this. Trust me when I say, it is very hard to get access to do something like this. So you're about to see a lot of stuff you've never seen before. And that's courtesy of Dave, who's helped to design this prison from the ground up and knows why basically every single decision has been made.
What we're doing is
I will say this, bro. If they allow iPhones in that prison, bro, I can see why they won't leave that motherfucker, bro.
controlling the area by having an airlock here.
This is the first point of security when you're entering and the last point of security if you are leaving. You stay within these striped lines. They make sure that you are who you say you are, and only one of these two doors is ever open at the same time.
Every element that we put in prevents escape.
Now, as you can probably start to see, when you're dealing with a prison, you have to think about security on a whole other level. So while we've already been through both an ID and biometrics check at the front desk and an airlock chamber, there's more.
You have a look in here and you see how many cameras are actually observing you.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do you know what the crazy part is? In this prison as a whole, there are not 50 cameras or 100 cameras, but 1,700 active cameras. All right, so then...
Okay, what do you need 1,700 cameras for, bro? It's like, are y'all trying to spy on them while they in the bathroom or some shit? Like, bro, I don't understand it, bro. I think like 1,700 cameras is crazy, bro.
We get through the third stage biometric verification, fourth stage...
Well, it depends on how big the prison is. I will say that it depends on how big the prison is. It could be a small prison. You never know.
Metal detectors, fifth stage of full body search, feels more thorough than an airport, for sure. And you would think after all that you must be through. You would be wrong. What I actually found quite interesting here is that the same biometric tech that lets the prison know who's going in and out is also what's underlying a whole load of other systems. For example,
the issuing of equipment as well, radios, cuffs, batons, parva, is done via biometric as well for the staff.
That's communicating with the server.
Yeah.
So the server always knows when a piece of equipment is in use.
Yeah, there's no hiding from technology, is there?
And then, just before getting out into the main prison compound itself, this is the room where every key in the entire facility is stored. This room is so high security that you can't see anything. We have to blur everything out here because the key design cannot leak. And if it does, or even if a single key is so much as misplaced, then the entire prison would be considered compromised. It would have to be entirely relocked,
bro.
and that would cost about £2 million.
Come on through.
What's the beeping?
Telling me this door's open.
But why do you need like this much technology in one prison though? Like I see if somebody was to break out, but damn, like this, I feel like some shit just be unnecessary, you know? Like I feel like some shit be very unnecessary. All of those cameras for what? Like it just makes no sense, bro.
And I'm not allowed to open that door until I've locked this door.
It's not too much they can do when you already locked up behind bars.
So, when you
Unless
open
you
this door,
follow
that alarm
Escobar or
starts beeping. That alarm won't stop beeping till that door is locked because there's a sensor on the inside. You can't open that door till that stopped beeping and that's shut. So this is basically the 7th barrier when you're trying to get from the outside world to the inside world. And it's a video call with the front desk. You'll start to notice one interesting thing with all of these security measures, that it's very much not what you see in the movies, like 7 separate lines of bodyguards, but instead 7 very varied security steps. Some technological, some using physical keys, some human.
Nah, that's
this is
crazy,
like
bro.
a real operational prison.
Okay, we gotta
with
go back,
real
bro.
prisoners staying. Keys, some.
Video call, door lock, body search, metal detector, biometric scanner, airlock chamber, security desk. Bro, that's a lot of shit, bro. Look, if you in this prison, I wish you the best of luck, okay? Because ain't no way I'm spending a day in here. Look at all of this shit, bro. Door lock, body search, metal detector, biometric scanner, airlock chamber. What the fuck is an airlock chamber, bro? What the fuck is an airlock chamber,
Human
bro?
control. This is like a real operational prison with real prisoners staying here. Oh, this is a very low-tech part of a otherwise very high-tech prison. But, you know, cameras, and it's a very, very high steel fence.
They're built to a technical standard. The standards that we stipulate through the different categories of prison for levels of security and materials that we use in the build, we have to adhere to those.
So just to clarify, there are 4 different categories of prison in the UK. Category A is maximum security. Category B is for prisoners who don't need maximum security, but for whom escape is still a risk. Category C for those who are unlikely to try and escape. And then Category D, which is basically an open prison.
Any fence that we consider as a risk, somebody getting over, you'll see a 5.2 metre fence fences. Once we get into the prison, it's more the general use area, the 3.6-metre fences.
Is that a national rule?
That's our technical standard, yeah.
Presumably, no one's going to be able to jump something even half that height.
That height gives you enough time to respond, to get staff here. We respond, and that height will prevent them from doing anything before we can get here. To a certain height on the fence as well, you've got this sheeting. You'll see the sheeting is on this side of the fence here, facing this way, so it prevents that initial attempted climb as well.
See, and also these are not designed with fingers getting through.
No, they're anti-climb fences.
Anti-climb fences.
And also on all the bolts, we have to reduce them to a certain distance so they can't be used as ladders to get up as well. That's the type of thing we have to look at when we're doing the build. We cut the bolts off so you can't use them as a climbing aid.
Yeah,
bro,
your fingers.
who is escaping from this prison? Thanos? Like, bro, we just human. Like, we are just human, bro. I get, like, it be some of the most vicious people in this prison, but damn, shouldn't the cell, like, shouldn't the cell do it justice? Like, shouldn't they just be okay getting locked down? Like, all this extra shit. You can't even climb the fence, bro. You can't even goddamn. You gotta get put in a biometric chamber and shit. Like like a super villain, bro. What the fuck? Like, damn. Relax.
Difficult to get through.
Yeah, really difficult. This has been tried, tested, and it's proven to be a good standard for the service.
So this is a 5.2-metre anti-climb fence.
Nah, I guarantee somebody's fingers are small enough to fit in that fence, bro. I guarantee it. Somebody's fingers are small enough to fit in that fence. It's some little nigga somewhere who finna get locked up soon, bro. Some little nigga somewhere finna get locked up soon, small ass fingers, small ass body, and he gonna be able to scale that motherfucking fence, and they gonna look fucking dumb, bro. They gonna look dumb.
I'm not in the best shape I've been. But yeah, there's no way. There's no way. So after all of those security stages, we are in the prison. And while the technology here is so advanced, there's one common principle that will keep coming up with the way this prison thinks about security. Your back lines, your kind of final port of call is all manual.
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
Realistically, there's not a lot of risk to it because it's a physical action.
So, we're going to start at the brand new visitor centre. We'll get to test what happens if you take drugs into the prison, experience being locked in an actual prison cell where the inmates live, try out the high-tech workshops, explore the secret beating heart of the jail, the control centre, and then finally talk one-on-one with the prisoner about their experience here.
So what you'll see as we walk around, we design the prison with fence lines that break up the estate so that we can control access and egress from those.
So first up, the visitor centre.
So the prisoners come into here, they book in at this desk, they're all computerized, it's all on the system, who's expected, so you can't just turn up and say, I'm having a visit. It has to be booked.
The prisoners book the visit.
Yeah.
Is that on their tablets?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot nicer than I was expecting it to be.
If you have a look up at the cameras that are in this place, I think even you'll be quite amazed.
1, 2, every 5 metres, there's a camera. What's going on in there?
I knew you were going to go straight for that. Purple Visits, it's called, and these are visit booths that people can do visits online.
Right. Okay, so this is wow, it's like properly soundproofed. So you've got a HP computer here, and I'm assuming it's highly regulated what people can actually access on this.
Absolutely.
Well, it's well lit, and it feels very soundproof. So at least you can have the reassurance that the conversation you're having is private. At least it is from other inmates. Of course, the prison staff, they are monitoring every call.
If, for example, you were clear to have a visit with 2 people, so your mother and father, if then a child walked in the background, it would shut down.
Wow. And it's using AI to make sure that only the people who are meant to be on the call are on the call.
Yeah.
One of the key tenets of this prison seems to be giving the prisoners the opportunity to still keep in touch with family and friends. Because what they found is that offenders who maintain family ties are 39% less likely to reoffend. Presumably because their family is A, trying to help set them straight, and then B, because assuming you do manage to keep those connections while you are in prison, you're not going to then feel when you come out of prison like the entire rest of your life has disappeared. You still got it together. So this is a virtual courtroom.
Yeah.
In what situation?
It's actually pretty fast. Some prisons don't, well, a lot of prisons don't do that shit, bro. So I commend these motherfuckers, bro. That's actually tough, bro.
Would you use this?
When they're not required to attend court in person. It prevents risk, so if a prisoner's not leaving an establishment, there's no risk of anything happening while they're out. It's also cost effective, it's time efficient as well on staff. It's just a really efficient way to do it. Technology is absolutely brilliant, but also there is a place for old ways working, to be honest. Some things you can't replace.
It's a brave thing to say on a technology channel.
Well, yeah. And I'm going to show you that with the dogs.
Yes, he said dogs. And we're about to see why, even in such a high-tech facility, that they're still deciding to use dogs as part of their security arsenal. So there's 4 types of dog. There's the passive drug dog, the active drug dog, the explosives dog, and then the attack dog. more of a cat guy myself.
This is a passive drug dog. His name's Harvey. When the dog's working, do not try and stroke him or talk to him. Like such. Good boy.
This is not what I thought I'd be doing today. Got a hit. So obviously a lot of this is very manual right now.
Bro, we gotta visit a prison soon, bro. I just want to see how this shit works. Like, that's gonna be a 5 fucking video, bro. Just like talking to the prisoners and shit, and just going in the jails and see how that shit work, bro. I'm genuinely like interested, bro. And it'll be some fun shit to do for y'all. Like, maybe we'll stream it. I don't know. Maybe we'll VOD it. I don't know, but it just seemed like a good idea.
Is it something that you feel like tech could ever replace?
Not really, no. They have tried in the past, trialled machines that scan up and down you, but it's been proved not to be as effective. Dog's nose is 25,000 times stronger than ours. 25,000 times stronger.
Okay, now the active drug dog. So what is it looking for?
Oh, illegal substances that prisoners are not allowed.
Oh, we found something.
Good lad. Beth? Good boy.
So hypothetically, that dog could be trained to find my iPhone.
Yes. I used to have a phone dog. Phone dogs are trained to find phones, batteries and SIM cards.
And that would do a much better job than the app.
Yes, yeah.
All right, next up is the explosives dog.
SIM card is crazy. How the fuck do you find a SIM
Found
card?
it already.
Yes. Good girl. Her core instinct is searching, so even if she's out walking, she's still searching away.
Crazy the extent to which dogs can train. The dogs I know are not like this. And then the fourth and final.
This dog, no one's allowed to interact with them. You're not allowed to get within 8 foot of them. No one asks staff or anyone.
Minimum of 8 foot gap is for what exactly?
Safety reasons. That's
Okay.
the lead.
Because this is the most dangerous dog.
This is the most force that can be inflicted.
Right, so just to be clear, this dog can inflict the most force that can be inflicted, and I should be 8 feet away. That's nice. So 8 foot gap at all times.
Minimum.
At a minimum. I feel like I don't quite have that now. Is there any tech involved in this process, or is it very much like manual, human and dog? Yeah, very much human. I don't know why I asked
Nigga said, is there any tech in a fucking dog? Bro, come on, bro.
that question. It's quite hard to think straight when there's an attack dog directly locking eyes with you.
Is there any tech in the dog?
Sorry, when you say spark it up, what do you mean?
Are they quick trainers? How quickly can you get over that fence, Aaron?
I've tried already. It didn't work very well. He looks agitated. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is a triggered dog in action. And it's trained to basically run after him and bite him. And you just bring that dog on and the prisoners back off.
Yeah, everyone does, as you did.
Yeah, as I did, yeah. So your plan is usually to take the dog out, let it bark a few times, dissolve the situation.
We don't go out with the intention of setting a dog on someone. Absolutely not.
But there's one more part to this whole incident response. It's if something breaks out, what you don't want to do is to just rush a staff member in there to try and fix it, because they could put themselves in harm's way. So there's also a drone. The drone is going to be thrown up into the air, scope the area from above to make sure the situation is what we think it is. So you're using
Nah,
a
that is the biggest fucking prison I've ever fucking seen, bro. That shit look like fucking apartment complexes, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all don't
Scope
see
the
this
area
shit?
from above to make sure the situation.
Bro, this shit look like a whole fucking city. This shit looks like a whole fucking city, bro. And this is only a prison.
Is what we think it is.
No,
so you're
that's
using
crazy.
a DJI.
Yes.
DJI Mavic.
Mavic 3T.
And what's the reason you've gone for this one?
We changed over to DJI because they're a lot more flexible, a lot easier to put up, a lot quicker for response.
This is an Enterprise edition of the drone. What is different about the Enterprise edition?
We've got thermal cameras on this for obviously the night incidents. With this system now, because DJI is very pliable with the system we use, we can data transmit live imagery now to our Gold command. So during an incident, they get live updated imagery of what's going on. The drone can obviously follow the prisoner around. It'll also put out any points that are vulnerable, so it'll allow us to put containment lines in to keep the prisoner in one area rather than have the full flexibility. We're up and going in about 30 seconds. While the drone's up, the second colleague will then be data transmitting the imagery through to headquarters.
I assume the entire prison complex is designed in a way that from this bird's eye viewpoint, you can see everything.
Yeah, we can use this collaboration with our dog teams for searching for a prisoner if they've escaped. So we'd be the air support looking ahead of the staff, and then we could guide them in and locate them into anything we find.
In a way, it's actually kind of reassuring for the consumer that even in an industry where it's so important to have the absolute best, that they're still using consumer-grade gear, in a sense. The tracking features of that DJI drone, that's good enough to track an
Who is
escape
breaking
prisoner.
away from this prison? That's what I've been trying to think of this whole time. Like, bro, like, who in their right mind is breaking away from this prison? Like, you need all of that shit for who? For who? These type of prisons make me feel like it's something other than us out there. Some type of supervillains. Bro, I feel like Thanos is real. Somebody out there is real, bro. They're hiding somebody behind these prisons, bro. Because what they need all this for a human for?
Right?
So this is my response vehicle here. Right.
So we're going to the house blocks now. So this is actually where the prisoners themselves are staying. And after that, we're going to talk to one.
Everybody's perception of a prison is bars, isn't it? And you can see the barless windows.
And when you say barless windows, you mean, I guess, glass?
No metal bars, yeah, it's glass.
I'm assuming there's a lot that's gone into the actual material as well to make sure no one can...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We build to technical standards, and the technical standard for this is they have to be attack resistance for 90 minutes. We did testing on these, and we used the national resources to do it. So they attack the window with anything we can find in the area, what we'd expect to find. We get one person to attack it for 30 seconds, and we stop the stopwatch, and then we put someone else in as well. And we do it for a 90-minute period, which takes 6 hours to do.
That's phenomenal.
The barless window is not about preventing the air coming in, it's about not preventing that view, which then refocuses the brain, really.
Okay, now onto the inside, where you're greeted with the hallways, which is where the routine medication is stored for all the inmates.
Now that we're coming into the new world and getting with technology, we've got this great piece of equipment that's biometric.
So they scan their finger and their specific medication will become available to
It'll
them.
be in one of these lockers. So where we have put bars and where we believe there's a need for bars,
That's
we put the
tough.
bars
That's
horizontally,
tough.
and that's because they look like blinds rather than bars.
That's a specific decision you made for the psychological well-being of people.
Absolutely.
Notice you've got another big green button here.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Wait, they're all over the place. Those are all emergency buttons.
Yeah.
And you need one there as well as there.
They're put in areas of risk.
Is there a reason this is held open right now?
Yeah, because you're not allowed to see the workings of a lock. A door is either locked or it's in what we call a lockback.
Why we're not using biometrics for this?
You'd have to look at the expense of them. What happens if they fail?
And then just before the cells, there is a recreational area.
As you can see, I mean, it's pleasant, but it is what it is.
Are they free to use this at all times?
No, absolutely not. They're expected to go to work or education during the day.
So just notice the entire building.
I can't lie though, this should look way better than American prisons. American prisons look like it's literally designed for you to like fail and like hurt and suffer. This type of shit right here, bro. These niggas got pool tables, tennis tables. They got jobs. I know over here they got jobs too, but they got like actual jobs. Like, fam, like that looks. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey. I wouldn't suggest prison, but hey, this motherfucker right here, look. You know what I'm saying?
Expected to go to work or education during the day.
So just notice the entire building is an X. Is there anything specific to the shape of an
huge,
X?
bro.
Something to do with being able to see from all angles what's happening?
You're absolutely spot on. If you were to sit there, you've got a field of vision where you can see down all landings.
Loads of sound
Like
dampening.
Yeah, acoustic
apartment
tiles.
complex.
It creates a calmer environment, doesn't it? So we need people to be able to speak to people at a certain level, which keeps that calmness.
Where the default talking volume is talking volume.
Yeah.
It's very calm space. Let's go see a cell. I wasn't really sure what to expect here. All right, so you've got, there's a bed, there's a bed frame, there's a phone here. Who can they call with this?
So it could be family members, any individual they can put in. We risk assess them and we vet who they're allowed to call. They then go to work, to education, earn the finances to pay for the phone calls.
It seems like one of the big questions this prison is trying to answer is how do you keep someone away from normal society for many years, but not let them forget how that society works? And so a common theme here is there are plenty of opportunities to learn, to grow, to improve, to keep in touch with your family, so long as the prisoner also puts the effort in from their end. And the idea of that is to get them ready for normal life again when they're out on the other end. So you've got a monitor, keyboard, mouse. There's actually a mini PC strapped to the back.
They can book medical appointments. They can do Open University as well.
Wow.
So
That's crazy. So a lot of the equipment is obviously very inexpensive, very simple keyboard and mouse. But I guess the idea is function without wasting cash.
you've got the television that runs through this as well.
They've got like access to what channels?
It's the bare minimum that we would expect to see. You've got the glass, which is the strengthened glass, and you've got a polycarbonate outer on there, so it kind of creates a lock, and that's the way they get the 90-minute attack resistance.
And I guess what that means is if a prisoner went rogue and used every bit of equipment available to them in their cell and attacked that for 90 minutes straight, it's been tested to resist that.
So we even test with a toilet and a sink as well.
Everything with the kitchen sink.
But we know we threw that as well. We threw that as
That's
well.
crazy
Who do they call
stuff.
with this?
So the staff, it's not to deliver toilet rolls because I run out of toilet roll.
Yeah.
It's for medical emergencies or somebody in crisis.
Okay, so I am in the cell alone. This is what it would be like. I mean, it's a prison. It feels like a prison. But there are some, really thoughtful quality of life features, I guess, like the fact that we actually have a window here instead of bars. Obviously, there isn't much to do here, but the main focus will most likely be the computer. So using it for education and then using it for entertainment because it's got a TV box attached to it too. That's the shower, you've got the drain, you've got the toilet, sink, and a little ledge here.
So that's the cells. Now for the workshops where the prisoners would...
Hey, these prisons over here don't look that depressing, chat. Like, excuse me though. Those prisons over there in the UK don't look as depressing as the prisons over here, bro. Like, I can't lie. I don't think I would lose my mind in that type of prison. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. Just like from visual standpoint, I don't think I would go crazy. American prison, I feel like I would go fucking insane, bro.
Go to Skill Up. And the idea is the prison has contacted a whole load of partner companies who work in the local area. And they've said, come in, teach prisoners who are on their final stretch the skills they need so that they can actually have employment ready for them when they get out the prison. So this is the industries building. We're about to see a digger simulator. This is basically a full recreation.
Okay, so they got TVs in there. They got a phone in there they can use at any time. They got the internet in that motherfucker. They can go on the internet. They got tennis. They got not tennis. They got I forgot the name of it. They got a fucking pool table. They got like a I forgot what. Like, is it called a tennis table? Like one of those little. I don't know. Y'all know what I mean though. They got a rec yard. They got all of this shit. Then you got a full-time job while you're there. And then when you leave, they already line you up with a job. So when you get out, you don't be out here looking for trouble or just doing anything or got nothing to do. I think that's a W. I think more American prisons need to be set up like this. Like, 'cause this type of prison, I feel like it's set up for you to win. Like, it ain't set up for you to go crazy. You can talk to your people like anytime. That is so far.
The inside of a cat digger. So it's made by the actual company.
Literally imagine working all day, right? Being a prisoner here, working all day, bro. Coming back to your room, bro. And then you got a whole fucking TV there. You got a laptop. You got a fucking you got a computer there. You can watch what you want to watch. You got a phone. You can talk to your peoples. You know what I'm saying? You got a bathroom in that motherfucker with you. You got the tennis, the little table tennis shit. You got the pool table. Like, it ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that should have stopped somebody from going crazy, though. You know, that should have stopped somebody from going insane.
You've got a seat, you've got all the controls, you've got a Meta Quest headset, and then 3 40-inch or so screens. So let's take this for a spin. Yeah, it feels like the real deal. There's even like resistance on these joysticks. So this is basically like they've taken the entire internals and electronics of a real cat digger, gutted them, and stuck them in this room with a screen in front. Oh yeah, there we go. That's me. Oh my goodness.
Is it up, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, it really feels like I'm in. Like the seat's vibrating, I'm feeling the engine, and that actually changes the vibrations in the seat. That's phenomenal. I got it. Oof. It's got all the physics that you would experience in a real machine. Oh. So yeah, this is not a toy. This is an actually licensed simulator, meaning that prisoners aren't using it to fool around. They'll be using it to get real qualifications to be able to leave these 4 walls with prospects. And walking through the rest of this building,
That's tough.
I couldn't believe how many of these workshops there were. We saw music workshops, barber workshops, even classes that teach prisoners how to make the optics that go into glasses. Okay, time to head to the very heart of the operation.
How is it that we have an electronic lock when we're already inside a 6-step secured facility?
It's a brilliant question. And the reason we've got this is this area is critical. So what we've got is the command suite and we've got the control room. So this is a restricted area where you have limited access even for the staff that work here. And it's also, again, what we call a bit of a citadel. You can't afford to lose this area.
This is where the cameras are operated, where the biometrics are processed, where the hub of the security is. So you can see why it's heavily guarded.
This is the nerve center. Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a very real operational control room of the entire prison. It's where the 1,700 cameras are controlled from. But how?
It's an intelligent system that's used by the operator and they program it to move the cameras, and the cameras come up with a screen where they need them at whatever time of day that's required.
So when someone comes into this facility, you'll tell them, like, look, there's 1,700 cameras here.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's recording all the time, yeah, absolutely.
And now that's done, let's find out how all this stuff has played into the experiences of someone actually serving their sentence here. Where are you roughly in your sentence?
Well, I've got 4 years left, and I've done best part of 2 years.
And how are you feeling about this place as a whole?
It's not what I imagined. It's far better than what I imagined. I've done English in education. The education department was great.
And when you say you've done English, so is someone here, like, teaching it?
Yeah, someone's teaching English, yes.
And that's an actual qualification that you can take
Yeah,
with
it's an
you?
actual qualification, yeah.
Right. What about contact with the outside world? Do you feel like you're able to keep in touch?
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. You've got to email a prisoner. Family, friends can email me. They can send me photos. I can't send photos back for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And you can email a long essay if you like. If someone subscribes to Unify Messenger, which is a secure messenger service, on your inside computer on the CMS, you can send back and forth text messages, instant messages, just like you could on WhatsApp.
One of the things I imagine would be quite difficult is being completely without a phone, without the internet.
If you think of something you can't, I'll just Google it.
Yeah.
It's completely taken away from you. So that is hard.
So it's been years since you've actually been able to Google something.
It's been almost 2 years, yeah. If I want to find something out, I have to ring my daughter up or ring my sister or someone and they do it for me.
I thought they was able
Do
to
you wish
use
you had
like
more
the
to do?
internet.
I feel like there's plenty to do. I don't feel bored at all. I like to learn Spanish. I've gone on to just translating on the computer, so that is actually the internet.
So you in your cell, when they kind of, lock you in,
Yeah.
you're learning Spanish in that time?
Yeah, I'm learning Spanish, yeah.
You're really taking this as an opportunity to just skill up.
100%, yeah. There's actually not enough time to do everything that I want to do.
I've seen a lot of things here that I didn't expect to, and I've learned a lot more than I expected to. So I hope you felt the same, and catch you in the next one.
That's crazy, bruh.